switching tack. Obviously, this won't change whether or not we're in a recession or not. Hiring good people makes the job a lot easier at the end of the day. You've got a great team, you're going to achieve much better things. But if you're hiring, then let's say, for instance, you're hiring somebody to do demand gen for a B2B tech SaaS company, something like HubSpot, On Deck, as you've worked for. What sort of skills and attributes do you typically look for?
One thing that's never failed me is, and this, I'm completely acknowledging that I have a huge bias here. People who have published work online. So anybody who's like blogged or had a newsletter or had a TikTok, anything that shows that they have done the work of creating content, they either tend to do very well in my team. And I don't know, maybe that's because my brain is wired and like we're simpatico that way. But I think it's more like because it shows that they're willing to build, they're willing to try things, and they have feedback loops and learning loops outside of their day job. So that's been something I've always looked for. And also understanding like how people learn, I think, is very important as well. Marketing is a field that's constantly changing. I feel like every quarter there's something new. And so looking for signals during the hiring process or the recruiting process of somebody's an autodidact. What books do they read? If you ask them like, what are the last 3 books that you read? And it's kind of like either generic stuff or they're having trouble coming up with the answer. For me, that's like the interview is over, just because I know that you're not going to be able to keep up with the way the playbook keeps changing, especially in B2B.